Good morning. I hope everyone is having a blessed Friday. Okay, it's Friday. You guys, it's almost Mother's Day, right? It's almost Mother's Day. That's awesome. Well, good morning. I hope everyone is having a blessed day. Like I said, a blessed morning, a great breakfast. As you saw me making well, you didn't see me making it, but I kind of showed you some parts there. Well, this is my tuna. This is what I'm going to be having this morning. Thank you, Lord. We have food, and I hope everyone does too, Father. With the peppers, the green peppers, the vegan mayonnaise, and a little bit, just a tiny bit of vinegar. Okay, I don't use so much vinegar, but I do like the way it cuts the flavor of the fish. I do not tolerate that flavor. And a little bit sunny chips. These are the original ones. They're good. I think I like the original best because I'm not really good with the ranch. They do have other flavors, right? I think the ranch and the original are the two that I've tried, and then of course, yes, the star of the show. Oh, it's so good with the vanilla, creamer, French vanilla. I don't know which creamer is my favorite. I don't really have a favorite. I haven't tried many of them because I usually just take the powder. I usually buy the powder. So yeah, and of course we have some water here, because always water is good. So you guys, yeah, Mother's Day is almost here. Yes. And it's a blessing. It's a blessing for everyone who has their mom. It's a blessing for the ones that are in heaven too, as myself. And yes, I wanted to tell you guys, yesterday I was randomly just picking around in the house, just cleaning and stuff, and all of a sudden my sister calls me and she says, "Oh, hi Martha, good morning." If you're watching this, I love you, sis. She calls me, she tells me, "I have seen you." And I said, "You seen me?" She said, "Yes, I seen you." I said, "Oh, okay." She said, "Yeah, I seen your video." You're making videos again. I said, well, I am trying to get back on track. So yes, thank you for watching my videos, and I appreciate that. And yes, of course, always love in here, all my sisters and my family, my children, my grandchildren, my heart. So yes, thank you to everyone and all my angels. You guys, I know some of you is always, because you always come back. Like, I seen this. Like, I seen people that used to watch me, been watching me for a few years, and I see them come back. Like, I'm like, thank you, Lord. I appreciate every bit of comments, or even people clicking a like, and I appreciate all that, because I've been here since what 2014. Oh my geez, like it's a lot of years. And yeah, I've been here. I haven't been consistent, but yeah, I come back and forth. Sometimes I just leave, and then I come back in in a year, or half a year, or 2 months, or 5 months, whatever. But it depends how much time it takes me to come back. But I'm gonna try. It's not a promise. I'm gonna try. Oh yeah, look at my hair. Look at how it's giving. Look at this. Look at how these curls are giving with the short hair. I'm telling you, when you cut your hair, it brings back your curls. So yeah, I'm gonna try to make videos like every day. I'm gonna try, okay? I'm gonna try maybe like 3 times a week or 4, but I'm gonna try every day. So I'm gonna put up a video. If I don't put it in the morning, I'm gonna put it in the afternoon, and but I'm gonna try to do it every morning. I'm gonna try to put a video every morning, so like that you have something to watch when you get up in the morning. So you guys, yeah, before I start eating my food, right, I'm gonna show you my mama. Don't mind the frame, because it fell and it broke. So That's my mama right there, and that's my daddy. That's my parents, my beautiful parents, who have 15 children together, mother and father. And yes, they were together over 50, 60 years. I'm not exactly sure how many years they were together, but they had all of us. They had all of us. They had 9 girls and they have 5 boys. So that's well, 2 of them were already, that's the first ones my mother had. So that's what, 14, 15, 16, because my mother had twins. That was the first ones she had, and she lost her very first when she was probably like 18 years old. And yes, and this is my daddy. He used to cut hair. He was a barber. That's my little brother. That's the one you see over there. See him in the picture right there. He was 12 when he died in a very horrible fire. So yes, that's my little brother. He used to cut his hair. And yes, so you guys, so okay, let's start having this yummy sandwich right here, guys. I hope you guys are having something yummy as well. I was gonna have some of the other bread because I have the other bread also, which is wheat, but I don't know. Oh, you're already gonna play. You're already gonna play with me. It's okay, guys. It's going to the same place. So this is very crunchy. Should have took a spoon. I should know better. You guys, it's amazing. Like I said, I cut my hair and it feels like, oh my goodness, a weight off my back. You know that? Because when your hair is long, it falls more, you know. You have a problem that your hair be falling a lot, check that out, because sometimes the hair is long and then it's heavy and your scalp gets weak and then it falls. But when you cut it, knock on wood, it gets stronger. I'll show you guys my flowers. That's for my 2 mothers in heaven. I know everybody has their own religion. That's for my mother Mary and my mother Maria. So you guys, what are your plans for Mother's Day? What are you doing on Mother's Day? I'm gonna spend it with my children and my grandchildren, of course. I wouldn't have it any other way. Oh my goodness. And my daughter-in-law, of course, because she's like another daughter to me. She knows that because I tell her. I always tell her, right, Betty? When you have daughter-in-law, son-in-law, that's like another child. A lot of people, a lot of us know that, you know. We act and we treat them as if they were another child, you know. We don't hurt them. We take care of them. We help them. We do whatever we can. And that's how it's supposed to be, because especially if it's a good son-in-law or a good daughter-in-law, and you see they make your child happy, because that's the important thing there. If you see they make your child happy, respect them, be there for them, take care of them, and consider them, all that fills your heart with love for that person. Now, if it's the other way around, of course, don't even talk about it. You'd be like, I can't wait. That person is not good for my child. But yeah, if you see that person is good, and a mother's eye is good. A mother eye and a heart for a child. You don't have to speak too much. You can see, and and that's how it is. You mothers out there, you good mothers, know what I'm talking about, and fathers, because let me tell you, it's not just mothers. There's a lot of good fathers out there too. A lot of good fathers. Because my daddy was one of them. My daddy, he was so good with that. He didn't talk a lot. My daddy was not the type of man that would conversate a lot, or if one of his daughters bring a boyfriend to the house the first time to meet him, because let me tell you, experience, he is talking. My dad just welcomed him to the house, shake a hand like a man, and he gives it a little talk, here and there, because my daddy, but most of all, he watches. One time I took a boyfriend to the house, and first of all, my sister took him first. My sister Evelyn, may she rest in peace. I love you, sis, with all my heart. She took her man, her last husband, which he lasts with her for the rest of her life. She took him to the house, and he's like my second favorite. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna come here on camera and lie about it. He's my second favorite, because I had a first favorite was Joe. May he rest in peace also. That was my other sister's husband, Lucy's. He was my first favorite. And then Louis is my second. So she takes him to the house. It was around the same time that I hooked up with my ex-boyfriend. She took him, and she took him to my dad. My dad was already, he was kind of sick, but he wasn't so sick until the end. So she took him, and he told her when they had that little talk, that he went to talk to him and he met him and stuff. He said, that man is gonna be with you forever. That's a very good man who got there. He told my sister. I know that must have been felt so good for my sister when he said that. And that's how it happened. He was there to her last second. And I'm very thankful. I'm grateful for that, and I thank him for that, because that's something that I know couples, they go through stuff here and there, but it's a normal, it's a normal thing. As long as they don't slip out and just play around and stuff like that, and disrespect or abuse stuff like that, the person, but disagreements are normal in a relationship. If there's no disagreements, or if there's no a little arguing here and there, depending what it is too, because you have to be good to one another. You have to consider, first of all, love, respect, and consider that person. If you don't have those things, it's not going nowhere. Love it's very important. Respect is fully important. Considerate the person. That's mainly important also, because if you don't consider that person, then you don't love that person. The things you do and the things you say shows how you feel for that person. You have to be careful what you do, because let me tell you, that's what's gonna talk. Talk is cheap. Okay, actions are the ones we look for. So anyways, my father told my sister that, and then comes me. It was my turn. So I go, I bring my new boyfriend, right? So happily. Which, by the way, I lasted with this person 11 years. I don't know how I did it. Don't ask me, but I did. I'm the type of person, I just don't like to take and leave. No. When I'm in a new relationship, I like to stay and work at it, okay? Because nobody's perfect, okay? Okay, it might be somebody that's not so good, and you realize that little by little, but I give people a chance, you know. I give it a chance. I don't like to be boom, boom, boom. No, that's not the type I am. And then, so I bring him, and he goes into the room because my dad was already laying in a bed. He goes in the room. So I go meet my dad. I gave him a chance to. He went by himself, of course. He goes over there, and then he had that little same talk he had with my brother-in-law. So then when he comes out, okay, so we was there for a while, okay, and then we left. When I came back, I said, so what do you think, Dad? He said, I don't think that's a good man for you. The first thing he started talking to my dad is about his ex. And my dad is like, hello. So anyways, anywho's, my dad told me, no, that's not the right man for you. I was with him for 11 years, and, you know, cut the story short, I ended up booting him, of course. After 11 years, my dad already had passed away. When my dad passed away, he was not there at all for me. There comes consideration. He was not there. And I still stood with him for years after my dad passed away. Remember, that was in the beginning when we started the relationship. My dad passed away probably maybe 5 years later. Okay. And I still stood with him like 6 more years. And he already had told some of my sisters he didn't think that was good for me, and he didn't want me to like be with him because he already knows that dad has a good eye. My daddy has a good eye for that. And when we go over there, he's like, you didn't eat, right? Because you don't know. Yeah, I did. No, you look like you didn't eat. Go fix yourself something to eat. Or here, eat this. Or no, I'm good. He knows. Or if you're going through something, he'd be like, what's wrong? What's wrong with you? What's the matter? You know, because he can see you down. Let me tell you that my daddy had that eye. My mom also. But my mom was more like, not like my dad. My mom always gave me like, you know, she was like a happy person, but she was a hardworking person also. She would always, you know, up and down, like go to the store, get them this, cooking, you know, she was always like the more active one in the house. And, my mom could walk a lot. My parents never had a car, okay? My parents always walked. My mom used to walk up and down. She used to go to church, come back to cook for my dad. No, first go to bingo, okay? Go all the way down all those blocks. Go to bingo with my sister. So it was like 1 o'clock, in the afternoon. Come back home. By the time she come out around 4, she goes back up, cook. No matter if it was cold, hot, doesn't matter. She walked all her life. Go back home, cook for my dad, then do the rosary because she used to pray every day at 6. Then come back down. The bingo at 7:30. She was already down again. Go to the bingo and then back up. You know, if my brother went to bingo, then he used to bring her at 10 o'clock at night. But my dad always, my mom always worked. My dad, he was a home person. He used to always stay home. He was a good man. He worked all his life, mostly all his life. He stopped working when my brother died. When my brother died in a fire, and my nephew, which the little picture's under there too. But under there. My dad was a chef for over 16 years. And well, as far as I have, you know, that I know, because I was like 5 years old back then. So when that happened, then he stopped working and stuff. But he didn't even get his money from retirement, and he worked all his life, and he didn't even get his money from retirement. My dad worked since Puerto Rico. He was a cowboy. He was a chef. That's as far as I know, because that's like I said, I wasn't born back then. I was born here, not in this house, in the U.S. So I was born. All my sisters and brothers were born in Puerto Rico, except him and me, because we were the youngest. So we weren't born in Puerto Rico. So yeah, my dad worked, and he never claimed his money. He's like, my dad wasn't like that. He wasn't like interested in money and stuff like that. And my mom, they were like people like, they lived good. Let me tell you, they never needed a roll of paper towel or a roll of paper toilet. No, they lived with just enough what they needed. You know, they were like old-fashioned people. But they were clean, and they never needed anything. You know, with the little check they get and stuff, they always had everything on point. Plus, because when I say plus, when you go over there, they always want to give you everything. Take this, take that, take this, take the little bit of food. They always had enough to give their children and to have for their own. I don't know how they did it. Don't ask me. But they always seem to have everything. And, you know, it was awesome. I mean, the life I lived with my parents, it was awesome. Let me tell you. My parents, not because it was my parents, but I never found anything that I would say, did he do that? Or did she do that? Like, nothing. It was everything so good, you know. Oh my goodness, let me eat my sandwich. This is gonna be like a whole hour video. Sorry. My parents were awesome. Anyway, like I said, parents have an eye. Sometimes, you know, you see like my dad, he never told me anything like, leave that man or stuff like that. They never got into our businesses, you know what I mean? They let the daughters and sons do their thing, even though they probably suffered inside probably sometimes, like, this person is not good for this person, you know. But we made our own mistakes. They respect that. And we learn from them. You know, we learn from those mistakes. But, you know, sometimes you have to yourself know when to just leave the relationship. You know, you have to know. You cannot be accepting abuse either, just because anything, you know, just because you think, oh, this person, I can get more from this person, or, you know, whatever the case could be. No, because your life is important. You know, your life is important. So we made our mistakes and stuff. My hubby's my third relationship. Okay, my first relationship, my children's father, which is 14 years since when I was a little girl. Well, I'm a little girl, don't get me wrong. Like, you know, I was 15, 16 when I started going out with him. And all the way till I was 30. So, I'm the type of person, I just don't like to sit around and stay and just change people. I stay and I work at it. And, that's how it is. That's how it is. But there comes a time when you say, no mas. No mas. Because, there comes a time when you can't anymore. You just want to walk, And God puts that opportunity in your life, and He makes you strong, and you say, that's it, I gotta go. And don't get me wrong, sometimes God puts something better for your life, and He tries to, He don't try, He makes you stronger to walk, because God doesn't like abuse with nobody. It doesn't matter if it's a man or woman. We're His kids, and He don't want nobody coming abusing us, especially if we have a good heart, you know what I mean, and we're doing our best and we're being good. No, you're not going to come and abuse a person that's good. Go abuse a bad person. There's plenty of them. But well, those people, because, there's people that out there that abuse people. You know what I mean? For some reason, sometimes a woman could be bad. She wasn't born like that. Somebody made her like that. Somebody made her, and most likely it was a man. With the abuse, and not only physically, mentally, emotionally, because sometimes emotionally it hurts more than physically. Some things don't come out of here, they stay right here, okay? But physically, that goes away. But mentally, emotion, no, that stays here. Especially depending what it was. Some things just don't cure, okay? They don't cure. But it's okay, because you go on, with it or not. You go on. You'll probably, remember it once in a blue. But it's okay. You can feel free already about it. And when it doesn't hurt anymore to talk about it, that means you forgave the person about it already. You forget about it. Because we have to forgive, okay? We want God to forgive us. We have to forgive others, And that's how it is. We're nobody to judge. Or, I know it's hard sometimes. We're human. It's hard to just forgive, it's easier said than done. But yeah, you always remember, God forgave us. He forgives us all the time. So, and we do things too, like, we have things that we have done. People, even, some people more, worse than others, but we all, have things that we, you look back and say, I should have done this way, I regret doing this, we're human. And God forgives us. Okay, we forgive, and He forgives us. We ask for forgiveness from the heart, of course, because He knows if it's from the heart, if you really mean it, and He forgives us. So who are we not to forgive others? And that's how it is. And I don't think I'm going to be eating this whole sandwich, because I'm going to cut this video. It's almost going to be a half hour, and I don't want to make this too long, my angels, because I know you guys have other things to do, but yeah, anyway. I'm not very hungry this morning. Doesn't that happen to you? Sometimes you're not very hungry. Plus, I'm going to be making I'm going to eat it. I'm not going to toss it out, but yeah, I'm going to be making my blueberry and spinach smoothie. So you guys, have a blessed day, and be careful with the people you hook up with, watch your children. See, we always want the best for our children, right? So be careful who they hook up with, because some kids, they always gotta have hooking up, but like I said, you have to learn, respect them, and know that they're gonna make their choices, right choices. Just pray for those right choices. And just stick around and just keep watching, and, take care of them, and, just make sure there's no abuse and stuff like that. And, when they give you the green light or the go, and that's when you do. But just always watch them and respect what they do, and, stay away from their relationship. Just trust them that they're going to do the right thing, and you do the right thing also, because, you teach your children. And your grandchildren, of course, because they're growing. So you guys, yeah. So this is gonna be, I'm gonna cut it here. I was gonna show you my flowers. Hopefully that doesn't, oh, this thing, I have this situated here. Let me see if I can show you a little bit on my table without this falling. Wow. That's my flowers. Excuse me. No, that's not a mess. It's just my Bible and stuff. I'm about to read my Bible. So there they go. It's my flowers. Look how beautiful. Alright. So anyway, my angels, with that, I'm going to leave you now. Alright. So yeah. So my angels, I hope you have a blessed day. Please be good, be safe, and be blessed. No, stay blessed, okay? And I see you on my next. And thank you for coming. Don't forget to give me a little like there so I know you liked my video and my story. Bye.